All right, guys, I wish you can see how we are putting in so much effort to make this video come to you. It's just back to back, guys, just back to back. So we have another question still on differentiation, and this is question 35. Let us go straight to the point, guys. We have y is equal to 1 minus 2x all to the power 3. Now, let me ask you, which of the rule do you think we're going to apply here? Yes, if you say chain rule, that means you're right. And that means you've been following from the very beginning. But if you don't have anything to say, that means you've not been watching this video. So the good thing I have for you is to go back to question 21. That is the first video on differentiation. Go and start watching the video from question 21. Now we are at question 35. So you see, you have many more videos to watch. So now let us apply the chain rule. Let's see how we're going to do this stuff. So let me quickly show you what it looks like to apply chain rule. If you have y is equal to x cubed, right? You can see now that y is expressed in terms of x. So that means we can differentiate y with respect to x. And how would you do that? This 3 is going to multiply the base. So you have 3x, and you remove 1 from 3, you have 2. This is how to differentiate polynomial function. But what about this stuff we have here? Is it the same way we are going to apply? Yes, it's almost the same. And that principle we are about to apply now is called chain rule. So first thing first, y is expressed in terms of x. So we are going to differentiate y with respect to x. So think of this guy as the variable, just like the x you have here. I mean the 1 minus 2x. Think of it as just the variable x. So that means this 3 is going to multiply the base. So we have 3 into 1 minus 2x, right? Then you remove 1 from 3, you have 2. Now, the next thing you want to do is to differentiate this composite function. All right, that is the base. You have to differentiate it. The 1 minus 2x, you have to differentiate it. So when you differentiate 1, you get 0. When you differentiate minus 2s, you get minus 2. And that result you get, you multiply to this function. I'm sure this is not new to most of you have been watching this video from the very beginning, because we've solved many problems on chain rule. So this is not new. This is just like a revision for you guys. So at this very point, what would you do? You just go and you multiply out. You don't want to do 3 times 1. That is wrong, because there's a 2 right here. So that is, you don't have to try that. The only stuff you can tell me you want to multiply is you want to multiply 3 and negative 2. And that will give us negative 6 into 1 minus 2x all squared. All right. So from this very point, we have actually differentiated. So this is our dy dx. But that is not all. They want us to find dy dx when x is equal to minus 1. So dy dx when x is equal to minus 1 is simply just replace your x to be minus 1. So that becomes minus 6 into 1 minus 2 into minus 1 all squared. So let's go ahead and simplify that. So minus 6 into 1 minus 2 times minus 1 will give us plus 2, then all squared. So remember, that's going to be 1 plus 2 is 3, and 3 squared is going to be 9, right? So we have minus 6 times 9. And what is minus 6 times 9? That is going to give us minus 54. And that is option C. So guys, we've come to the end of this particular question. If you have any doubt, let me know in the comment section. And until the next video, bye for now and God bless you.